If I looked at just your first hour of work, could I predict your success? Because here's the truth. For top performers, executives, entrepreneurs, creatives, the first hour isn't just a routine. It's a signal, a ritual, a launch pad. While most people start their day reactively, checking emails, scrolling news, jumping into Zooms, successful people start it with intention. And that one difference, it adds up to thousands of hours of focus, progress, and influence over the course of a year. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain. You're going to learn what the most successful people do in their first 60 minutes of work and how to build your own version of it. Let's get into it. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Work Chat. Let's be real, what's the first thing you do when you sit down to work? Open your inbox, respond to Slack messages, scroll LinkedIn for inspiration? If so, you're not alone. But here's the problem. You've already lost. Starting reactive trains your brain to follow, not lead. You begin your day on someone else's agenda, which means your energy, focus, and creativity get hijacked before you even begin. Successful people know this. That's why they build a protective bubble around their first hour, because once that hour's gone, you don't get it back. So what do successful people actually do? It's not about copying someone else's routine. It's about building a first-hour framework that fits your brain, goals, and rhythm. There are 5 key components. Most high performers hit 3 to 4 of them daily. You don't need to hit all 5 to see results, but stacking even 2 will change your trajectory over time. Let's break each one down, and I'll show you exactly how to personalize it. First component, reset your brain. Before they touch a single task, successful people create space to reset their mind. This doesn't mean a 30-minute meditation or breathwork under a tree. It can be as simple as a 5-minute walk without your phone, a handwritten note of what you're grateful for, or sitting still, eyes closed, just breathing. Why? Because if your brain is already racing, you're not leading your day, you're chasing it. This reset anchors your mind. It separates your personal life from your professional focus. It signals work mode starts now. Second component, define a clear win. Here's the mistake most people make. They try to win the whole day in one go. Successful people? They ask, what's one thing I could accomplish this morning that would make today feel like a win? It might be finishing a proposal, having a difficult conversation, moving a key project 10% forward. This one win becomes their anchor task. It filters out distractions and gives the rest of the day purpose. Try this. Each morning write down, if I only did one thing today, it would be. Then fill in the one thing you want to accomplish that day. Then build your hour around that. Third component, protect a deep work block. One of the most valuable habits successful people practice? They protect a block of time for deep, undistracted work, even if it's just 30 to 45 minutes. No Slack, no email, no fake productivity. This is when they write, strategize, solve complex problems, or make big decisions. This block is scheduled first before the chaos hits. It's not about being perfect. It's about momentum. One focused hour beats 5 distracted ones. So start small. Block 30 minutes with Do Not Disturb on. No notifications, no context switching. This single habit separates high achievers from the average crowd. Fourth component, check for alignment. You can be productive and still work on the wrong things. That's why successful people always do one quick alignment check. They ask, is what I'm about to work on aligned with my goals? They might look at their weekly or quarterly OKRs, a personal mission statement, or a simple sticky note that says, say no more often. The goal here is clarity. When you know why you're doing something, you move with confidence. Even 5 minutes of realignment saves you hours of busy work. So before diving into your task list, pause and ask, is this the right thing or just the loudest thing? Finally, the fifth component, stack tiny wins. The final pattern successful people follow, they build momentum fast. Instead of jumping into a huge task cold, they stack tiny wins first. For examples, they clear 1 or 2 quick admin tasks, respond to one important message, set your calendar for the day, or clean your workspace. These aren't distractions, they're confidence builders. They shift your identity from overwhelmed to in control. And from that place, it's way easier to dive into meaningful work. All right, now that we have learned these 5 components, let's put them into a routine. So how does this look in real life? Here's a sample morning routine from a creative director at a fast-growing tech company. 7:30 a.m. 10 minutes of journaling to reset her brain. 7:40 a.m. writes down her one win. 7:45 a.m. 30-minute deep work block to review a campaign strategy. 8:15 a.m. 5-minute alignment check with her weekly goals. 8:20 a.m. clears 3 easy admin tasks to create tiny wins. Total time, just 1 hour. Result, she enters her first meeting clear, focused, and already winning. This isn't magic, it's design. And you can design your version starting tomorrow. Now let's talk about the flip side. Here are 3 things you should try to avoid during your first hour. Number 1, checking your email inbox because email is everyone else's to-do list. Number 2, back-to-back meetings because your best brain power shouldn't go to small talk. Number 3, news, Facebook, doom scrolling because all of it hijacks your attention. Guard your focus like it's your most precious asset, because it is. If you only remember one thing from this episode, let it be this. The first hour of work is not about doing more. It's about doing what matters. Protect it, design it, and repeat it consistently. You don't need 15 habits or 2-hour routines. You just need clarity, focus, and momentum, day after day. Because success isn't a big leap. It's a series of well-designed mornings. That's a wrap for today's episode. If this episode helped you rethink how you start your workday, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a reset. Also, drop us a comment. What's one thing you'll try tomorrow morning? Let's build better mornings together. See you in the next episode.